Hello there. Welcome to an episode of Jab in the Hat. I'm sorry I've not been on, but I've been enjoying the festivities, and I've not really been too into what the hell has been going on these past 2 weeks, basically. I mean, obviously, I've knew the results, and I've been sickened by them, and we've had a couple of good results here and there, but obviously, watching that drivel, that was on Saturday, midday, was rotten. It was rotten to the core. Absolutely just terrible. So yeah, that is what's driven me out on a freezing Sunday night to give you my thoughts on Wilfred Nancy. I really wanted them to do well. I've been on here and I've said that enough. I really wanted them to do well, but to me, I just generally think the guys are absolutely clown muppet. He's just, I don't understand what he's doing. And Luke McCown's came out with comments saying that you need to back the manager because he's the manager. Personally, I think it's a little bit of fatigue with all the players because, the players just don't know what system he wants to play in, and it kind of makes them feel a bit obviously confused, and they're fatigued because this is their third manager that's been in. And he's got a different philosophy. Like I've said before, it's all about players being knackered, mentally knackered. And you need to think about them. They're human beings at the end of the day. If you're coming in and implementing one system and then you've got another guy coming in and implementing another system, and that system's going well, and you're winning games, surely that's the main focus that you should be thinking about. Instead of bringing a guy in from the MLS that absolutely has no clue about Scottish football and comes in and just basically starts losing games for Celtic. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. To me, I just think there's absolutely no way this guy can be kept on. No way he can be kept on. He should be sacked tonight, on Monday. And the thing that makes me think that this is quite dangerous and that board won't sack him is basically the same kind of, what do you call that? Prediction that they simply cannot get a squad of players anywhere else, and they think that the MLS is probably the best place to get them because you can get them for cheap, and at the end of the day they might have a glimmer of quality, and that's probably, and if the manager come up with that, then that's good. But I think the problem is the manager is a complete fucking clown. If he can only play one system in one way, then you can't do that. I mean, that's what Rangers did against us. Rangers decided that they were going to change things up by just making one fucking substitution. And Celtic couldn't even do that. Instead, what they do is they take off McCown and bring on that Julian Arroyo or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't know. But the thing that's just astounding about this guy is he's so naive. He's not prepared to change anything about what he does, and it still reflects on the players. The players, like Luke McCown says, need to work with him. And generally, I like Luke McCown. I do. I think he's got quality in him. And the fans don't like him for some reason. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm burping. I just finished my dinner. That is just my prediction. The prediction is that they can't get a squad anywhere else, and they're going to have to go into this market because Michael Nicholson wants to look like he's fucking good. And so did the rest of them. But the problem is we're so fucking disjointed that everybody is just fucking fighting with each other. And it's wrong. I wouldn't blame Callum McGregor for going to Saudi Arabia. I wouldn't blame him. Because he's playing with that fucking heap of shit. You've got Yang that scores like a Son Heung-min kind of goal. Right? He's the only player in the park that actually played alright in that game. Negrin can't put a fucking pass together. That first half we should have had them dead and buried. We should have had at least 4 in that goal. And then you've got Kasper Schmeichel at the back, who's just done. He's done. Anyway, I'm straying for the point. Here. Helly Ralston as well. Get him out the fucking team. Kasper Schmeichel, just nothing. Just, that's a goal that I could score. And I'm not even an attacker or a midfielder or anything for that. I can play as a defender. I can play as a goalkeeper. That's about the 2 positions I can play. Because I'm a fat, lazy bastard. But Kasper Schmeichel, just... He's a professional goalkeeper. It doesn't matter about his age. He can still get done and fucking save a ball. That game was just mediocre and it was strange and I don't understand it for a second. In that first half we could have taken it. We went in, right? And it was 1-0 in the first half. And I turned round to my father-in-law and I says to him, they're not going to feel confident coming out for the second half. And then as soon as Rangers scored, it just got worse. Chermiti, a guy that can't even score for them, scores 2 against us. Tell me if that system works, if that guy's fucking scoring against us. Tell me if that system works. It's a nightmare. And this is the only reason why I think that board might hang on to him. Because they know that he's got experience in the MLS and they know what players with a glimmer of talent, with a glimmer of quality can come into this club and they can sell them on for at least about 12, maybe 13 million. It is absolutely stinking at this club. The way things are being fought about and the way this club is being used by charlatans, by people that just want to put money in their pockets and not provide the kind of football that Celtic fans want to see. Celtic fans just want to win games. Martin O'Neill and Sean Maloney and that Fozzie guy came in and got a tune out of this team. And suddenly it's just went to shit. And I'm sorry for swearing so much, but it's just that kind of feeling that I've got. But my problem is if you sack the manager, you'll still have that board there. You'll still have that board there signing these players for the next manager to come in and work with them. And it might work and it might not, but at the same time, it's still their idealistics. It's still their way of working. Which isn't working. Because it doesn't help Celtic move on. And maybe that's just the game plan. Maybe that's the game plan to make the SPFL money as well. To make it more, I don't know, prolific. To make it more challenging. If you get Hearts to win the league. Maybe? Is that what they're doing? I don't know. Is this what the big orchestrated thing is? Is this why Peter Law said that he's fucking stood down, but really he's just actually working in the canteen for a couple of shifts? Is this what's fucking happening? What is going on at Celtic? What the hell is actually going on at Celtic? There's a big plan going on, but we're not involved. We'll just keep throwing our money in. Buying their merchandise. I was in Glasgow today and I walked by a Celtic shop today. It was fucking dead. It was dead. Not one person was in it. Felt sorry for the staff. Anyway, this video's about to shut down. Love yous all. I hope yous had a great Christmas, a great new year. All the best in 2026. I start back work tomorrow. And that's just basically it. Remember, doing something means everything, and take care of yourselves, alright? Sorry for swearing so much. I'm just a tad angry. But I'm not angry at you. I love yous. Love heart. Okay, see yous later. Cheerio. Bye for now. Bye bye.